The Daedra are some of the most interesting and powerful beings in all of the Elder Scrolls, and we are going to be going on a journey delving into the history and lore of the Daedric princes. Today we are going to be looking at the Queen of the Night Sky, the Mother of the Rose, the Daedric Prince of Dusk and Dawn, Azura. Azura's sphere is associated with fate and prophecy, transition and change. She is the primary deity in the Dunmer and Khajiit pantheons, and she is the creator of the Khajiit. Unlike most of the Daedric princes, she is not seen as wholly evil. In fact, she is regarded as one of the three benevolent Daedric princes in the province of Morrowind. She is said to be more caring towards her worshippers, if you believe such things. However, wrong her and you will find out that her wrath is swift and painful when brought about. Azura rules the Daedric realm of Moonshadow, a world of blinding beauty if you can imagine that from a Daedra of all beings. Moonshadow is a giant garden of roses as far as the eye can see, with breathtaking views and stunning waterfalls, where the wind and rain carry the smells of the sweetest perfumes. This beautiful realm was capped off with a city of silver surrounded by majestic trees, where the fabled Palace of Roses is rumoured to reside. The home of Azura, where the Queen of the Night Sky sits upon a throne of roses and watches over the tides of dusk and dawn. Morian Zenis, the author of On Oblivion, managed to find a way to Moonshadow, albeit in a meditative state, explained to his apprentice the beauty of the realm, and even said to him,
"Too much beauty, I am half blind. I wish to stay here forever, even if I am to be half blind for all of eternity."
It is not all beauty, however, as the realm is guarded by the fierce, winged twilight. These feral harpies are the denizens of Moonshadow, and were created by Azura, tasked with protecting her plane of oblivion from invaders and those folly enough to try to do harm to the prince herself. Azura, like most Daedra, has meddled in the affairs of mortals. However, she has had mostly a positive impact in her dealings with mortals, and in particular with the Nerevarar. Sometime during the First Era, the Dwemer, whilst excavating the Red Mountain, had discovered the heart of Lorkhan beneath the mountain. The dwarven high priest Kregnak began to experiment with the heart. He created 3 tools to help him do this: Keening, Sunder and Wraithguard, to work with the heart, attempting to create a new god. Azura, who hated the Dwemer, had discovered that the dwarves had found the heart and informed the Nerevarar and the Chimer of this. The Nerevarar asked his dear friend the dwarf king Dumak about this. Dumak, laughing at these absurd claims, replied,
"My old friend, we have been digging under the Red Mountain. Yes, this much is true. But all we have found so far is dirt and ash. Nothing close to, what did you say, a heart? And if we had found something, we would have told you, my old friend."
Nerevarar, unsure as to who to believe, went back to the Temple of Azura to get more answers. Upon this visit, Azura told the Nerevarar that the Dwemer had indeed found the heart of Lorkhan and were attempted to build a new god after discovering the heart. The Nerevarar was furious that Dumak had deceived him and the Chimer. This led to heated negotiations between the Nerevarar and the dwarf king Dumak, who had lied to his friend. The Nerevarar and the Chimer Tribunal issued an ultimatum to the Dwemer to stop work on their new god or face destruction. Dumak, arrogant of the work that the Dwemer high priest Kregnak had done to the heart, refused, and so the Chimer and the Dwemer went to war. The Nerevarar and Dagoth UR, under Azura's guidance, defeated Dumak and Kregnak in the Battle of the Red Mountain, where they had discovered the heart of Lorkhan as well as Kregnak's tools. Nerevarar instructed Dagoth to guard the tools, as he went back to Azura for instruction on what to do next. After she had spoken with him, he conferred with the tribunal for some time about Azura's instruction, as to what to do with the heart, promising Azura that they would not use the tools. The tribunal decided to agree to leave the tools alone and swore an oath to Azura to never use them for their own gain. The official account of what happened next says that the Nerevarar went back to meet Dagoth to retrieve the tools and inform him of Azura's instruction, and the tribunal's decision relating to the tools, but Dagoth had been driven mad by the power of the Heart of Lorkhan in Nerevarar's absence, and refused to relinquish the tools. The Nerevarar fought with Dagoth UR and defeated him, but he did not kill Dagoth. The Nerevarar was wounded greatly after this battle, and he would die some days later, but he would not die of his wounds in combat, but from the treachery of his 3 advisors, Almalexia, Sofasil, and Vivek, the tribunal. The Nerevarar made them swear to never use the tools, and they obeyed, but secretly they resented this decision and the Nerevarar for agreeing to such things. They therefore conspired to murder Azura's champion, so that they might gain power themselves. When attempting to summon Azura, the Nerevarar was foiled. Almalexia used poisoned candles, Sothasil poisoned robes, and Vivek used poisoned invocations, and the Nerevarar died in the process of summoning Azura. After the death of the Nerevarar, the tribunal went on to use the power of the tools for themselves, and become immortal. Afterwards, Almalexia, Sofasil, Vivek, and Dagoth UR set themselves up as the new Trimer gods, claiming superior divinity to the Daedra. Azura, vexed by this, cursed the Chimer people in retribution for this betrayal, turning the golden skin of the Chimer grey, and their eyes fiery red, making the Chimer people into what we now know as the Dunmer. Azura herself swore that she would use her powers over Dusk and Dawn to resurrect the Nerevarar and make things right once more. The tribunal dismissed this proclamation, saying that they were now more powerful and influential than the Daedric princes. Thus the Nerevarine prophecy was born. Azura, the visionary of this prophecy, would tell of the end of the tribunal's godhood and their ultimate demise. She would help the Nerevarar fulfill this prophecy by destroying Dagoth UR and destroying the Heart of Lorkhan, defeating the tribunal. Azura had her revenge, and she claimed the souls of the tribunal in oblivion. A fate worse than death awaited those who defied her direct commands. Azura has also had other dealings with mortals. The hero of Kavach and the Dragonborn have both served the Azura, and both heroes receiving the famed Daedric artifact Azura's Star for their services to the prince. Azura has 3 other known artifacts in the world of Nirn: the Ring of Azura, the Ring of Moon and Star, and the Moonlight Blade. Unfortunately, both rings have not been seen since the days of the Nerevarar, and it is whispered that they have both returned to Moonshadow, and some have even come to say that Azura made those 2 artifacts uniquely for the Nerevarar to help him defeat the tribunal. The Moonlight Blade is a crescent moon-shaped blade, and is said to have been gifted by the Mother Goddess herself to the Order of the Hidden Moon, an ancient Khajiit order. This order was charged to guide, protect, and redeem people's souls, both pure and those corrupted by Azura's rival, Namira. Azura, the Daedric Prince of Dusk and Dawn, has watched over the tides of fate since the beginning of time, and will continue to do so in the future. Whether the Queen of the Night Sky will once again have a hand in the history of Tamriel, for good or ill, remains to be seen.
Know that Azura will be guarding over the threads of your fate in the twilight.